In 2016, my life imploded. Christina left me. And it was heartbreaking. And at the same time, like looking back, 2020 hindsight, you know, I understand why she did.
He is a mogul, real estate mogul that is, and he's the star of one of our favorite shows, Flip or Flop, Flipping 101, The Flipping El Moussas. I'm sitting here with Tarek El Moussa. It is so good to be with you, and now you are an author. You're just doing it all. This book, Flip Your Life, when I tell you I read it, this is a page turner. I had no idea what you went through. Why is this book necessary now?
Okay, so you know, I'm 42 years old, and I started my entrepreneurial journey when I was 19 years old. And man, it's been a rocky road. And like, you know, the world's seeing it on TV. You know, I fought 2 different cancers. I was broke. I made money. I lost it all. Like, I've just been through the ringer. But while I went through the ringer, you know, I learned valuable lessons on how to overcome adversity. And the book it's really a tool to help people. It doesn't matter what situation they're in, to help them get out of it, rebuild their life, and start working towards a brighter future.
But I want to go to the point where you lost it all. I mean, the Mercedes, the motorcycle, the BMW convertible, the mansion, everything was gone.
Gone. So that would be 2016. You know, so in 2013, I found out I had thyroid cancer. Right after that, I found out I had testicular cancer. So then I went through the treatments, I went through the surgeries, and then right as I started to get healthy again, I hurt my back. And then I was on opiates for about a year, Percocet, Dilaudid, Vicodin. And after that, I still wasn't feeling good. So I started taking testosterone injections, and that was the end of me. My hormones were all over the place because I had no thyroid, and in 2016, my life imploded. Christina left me. And it was heartbreaking. And at the same time, like looking back, 2020 hindsight, you know, I understand why she did. I was a mess for quite a few years. And I found myself on my own, living on the boat for 2 weeks after she left me, not eating, drinking way too much. One day I was just hanging out, passed out, hit the deck. When I woke up, my friends were shaking me. They immediately set me up on the phone with Dr. Drew, and I ended up moving to a halfway house.
Take me to the moment that you knew that you needed that 24 hours, 7 days a week supervision at that halfway house, that rehab facility.
Yeah, well, the moment actually started probably a few weeks before Christina actually left me. I knew there was a major problem because inside I was dying. I was slowly dying. It's so hard to explain, you know, people that are suffering with mental health issues, you know, you can't control it. It's almost like it's out of your hand, and then you throw in the testosterone and the hormones and the pills and you're just not the same human anymore. So, but I knew I needed the help that day on that boat because I don't know if I would have made it.
Take me to that point where Christina thought that you were about to take your own life. Yeah,
which, you know, I understand. It was a very scary situation, but, you know, for me, I was just blowing off steam. Like I said, I wasn't doing good. I hated my life, hated myself, I just hated being alive. So I decided to go blow off steam, hike some trails, and I had just got a CCW, which is the California Carry Permit. So I took my gun with me, and next thing I know, I hear, and I'm thinking, oh no, is there a fire? Is there a fire?
They're looking for you.
And next thing I know, they're like, oh man, something's going on. Next thing I know, there's a rifle pointed at me. I'm like, oh, something's really going on. And then I look, and I swear, everything slowed down. And it was like a movie, and there's these dust clouds everywhere. 11 sheriffs come up, they pull out their guns, they have me at gunpoint, they're screaming at me. And I'm thinking, what in the world is going on? And then, you know, one of the officers yells, Tarek. And I'm like, yeah, it's Tarek from TV, what are you guys doing? So then they put their guns down. They said, well, we got a call about a suicidal male. And I said, from who? Like, where, what, when, how? So yeah, Christina had called.
Was there ever a moment in your life that you actually contemplated it?
Yes, but that was prior to having children. I would never, ever do anything to take away what my children deserve.
You mentioned Taylor and Braden in the book. Taylor was 5 years old, Braden was 8 months old. And I want to talk about the relationship that you had with them. Not the one you have now, but the one that you had at the time. You felt like you didn't even know your daughter, Taylor.
Yeah, you know, man, you know, you can't change the past. I can't change the years where I wasn't a great dad. I wasn't even a good dad. I wasn't around, I was stressed all the time. I was going through cancers and surgeries and hormones and steroids, and You know, the day, you know, Christina left me, you know, 2 days later, I'm alone with Taylor. Never been alone like that, you know? And
A 5-year-old, like,
next, you know, I'm doing bath time and I'm combing her hair and like, I'll never forget just crying because it was like a defining moment of realizing what I had been missing and like what's important in life. And that defining moment was such a powerful moment because since that day, I'm proud to say I've been the absolute best dad possible.
Do you still have guilt? Do you harbor any of that guilt?
No, I do not. No, I do not.
I want to ask you about Christina. Kind of talk to me about how you all make this work. How you all make the co-parenting situation work, and was it always easy?
Definitely was not always easy. You know, we were upset at each other. You know, we got divorced. I was upset that she left me. She was upset that I acted the way I acted. And today we're actually doing amazing. Like we're very friendly. I would say we're friends today actually. We talk, we co-parent. She has an amazing relationship with my wife Heather. And you know, it's time and it's really comes from forgiveness because you can't co-parent if you're angry. You can't co-parent if you're still holding things against your former spouse. Like you have to forgive. And if you don't forgive, you're gonna be stuck and you're never gonna move forward. So forgiveness is the key to anything in life, right? And if you want to be a better parent, if you want to be a better co-parent, you got to forgive and do it for your kids.
Many people never manage to get back on top of that fallout. They hold resentment forever. That fallout, take me to it.
Well, the reason I don't hold resentment and all these different things is because I know I wasn't a good guy. But at the same time, I know that wasn't me. I was sick, but I had done so much damage that it was at the point of no return.
So you understood her anger.
Yes.
But you were angry that it's almost as if she held you accountable no matter what.
Yeah, and at the beginning I felt as if it wasn't fair. And in the book I talk about the word fair. You know, there was a moment shortly after she left me and I'm driving up and down Newport Boulevard and Newport Beach and I'm screaming, I'm crying, I'm yelling, this isn't fair, that's not fair. And then the word fair hit me, and then I realized something. I said, life's not fair. And the second, I said it out loud, life's not fair, was the second I started rebuilding my life. Because it was acceptance that it's not fair. So because life isn't fair, you have to do the best you can with what you got.
I want to give my props to Heather as well, because out of all of this, and this could be seen as, to some women, just too much to bear, selfishly, right? But Heather didn't do that.
No.
Heather is this beautiful light of sunshine in your life now.
Yeah, you know, me and Heather, we're best friends, you know, and we support each other in everything we do. You know, she's my biggest cheerleader, and by the way, she is like hands down way better of a mom than I ever thought. Like she's the best mom.
Seriously?
Like the best mom. I mean, she wants to do every single thing, even if she has help. She'll still do it because she wants to do it for Tristan. So I just admire that about her so much. She's just such an amazing mom. And you know, she came into my world of flipping houses from selling high-end luxury real estate. I just threw her right into the pressure cooker, and you know what? Season 1, there was a lot of learning. But I'm telling you, quote me now, Season 2 of the Flipping El Moussas is the best TV I've ever done, and we created the most beautiful houses I've ever done.
I believe it. I believe it. Before I let you go, as I was reading, and I put the page number down, but it's in the hundreds, because this reoccurring thought kept coming to me. I almost felt a yearning for the past. Does that make sense where I'm going?
For me, it was therapeutic. You know, for many years there, I don't really remember much because I was just so far gone with all like the issues from the cancers and the injections and the pills and then the divorce. That writing this book was very therapeutic for me. So when I'm looking at the past created the future.
But I'm talking about the past relationship.
Oh, the past, but I mean...
With Christina.
Oh, with Christina. You know, if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be sitting here today. The best thing that happened to me in my life, and the worst thing, was her leaving me. Because it forced me to completely rebuild my life. Every single thing that upset me, every single thing that stressed me out, meant nothing. Meant nothing because the pain of losing my family was so much greater that everything I'd been worried about was so irrelevant that I never should have worried about it anyways.
Beautifully said. This book, Flip Your Life. Tarek, tell them where they can find it, where they can get it. This is a must read.
All right, so February 6th, 2024 is the release of Flip Your Life. It's a Hachette book, so you can buy it there or on Amazon.
Oh, sir, you've done it again. You have flipped your life, and I can't wait for so many others to be able to flip their own lives thanks to you, your trauma, and your transparency.
Thank you. I feel really good about sharing my story, and I'm not done sharing my story. You know, this is the first book.
I was like, Heather,
So,
Heather, I know.
The next book, you know, that one's gonna be, you know, after the flip. Flip Your Life, after the flip. So like I say all the time, I'm just getting started. So I have a lot of big dreams, a lot of big goals, and a lot more to share.